I've been waiting my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for The View host, Sonny Hostin, has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She got in. She run these women. Tell me why she got her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury?
Sonny Hostin is in serious hot water. We're talking teetering on bankruptcy serious, and trust me, it only gets wilder. Her husband arrested, caught up in a jaw-dropping $450 million RICO fraud case. So how did this seemingly untouchable power couple end up in free fall? Stick around, because this scandalous ride is only picking up speed, and wait until you see how it all unravels. You won't believe it.
Okay, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures, and look at her track record. How many times has she had to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology for all the stuff that she said on the show? And then she also, on Trump's win, calling the loss because of uneducated white women that Trump won.
We have to know that. This is accused.
All accused. Yeah, all accused, but he's in the RICO. This is a big RICO case that her husband's in there.
Sonny Hostin probably thought her biggest drama would be dissecting political scandals on The View, but let's be honest. Compared to what's unfolding now, that's starting to look like child's play. When even The View needs outside chaos to liven things up, you know it's serious. This time, it's not Sonny's sharp takes making headlines. Nope, it's her husband, the orthopedic surgeon whose medical expertise may be dragging them both into a legal disaster with a side of financial ruin.
Orthopedic surgeon and husband of The View co-host Sonny Hostin is accused in December lawsuit fraudulently billing insurance. By the way, this is a Daily Caller story I'm reading. The lawsuit alleges Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services in exchange for kickbacks and or compensation, and names him among nearly 200 defendants in one of New York's largest RICO cases. Wow.
Hostin's attorney, Daniel, strongly denies the allegations, twice in fact, calling the lawsuit a baseless move by a nearly bankrupt insurance company trying to pressure doctors and gut healthcare benefits. At the heart of the storm are claims that Hostin performed unnecessary surgeries after minor accidents, skipping less invasive options. American Transit isn't holding back either, pointing to New York's 1974 no-fault laws as fertile ground for insurance fraud. Imagine waking up thinking it's just another hospital day, only to be hit with a $450 million racketeering lawsuit. Oof. When your husband is accused of masterminding one of the country's biggest insurance scams, and you've spent years preaching ethics and outrage on The View, well, let's just say that moral high horse is galloping straight into a landslide of scandal and debt. Oh, the irony.
The View co-host Sonny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud. According to a new lawsuit obtained by Page Six, the orthopedic surgeon was one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeer influenced and corrupt organization cases ever filed in New York. Emmanuel was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers.
Here's the deal. Dr. Hostin has allegedly pocketed kickbacks for performing surgeries that may not have been necessary, knees, shoulders, you name it. Basically, anything expensive enough to pad a medical bill. Meanwhile, insurance companies were left footing the tab for procedures that in some cases might not have even happened. It's the classic con wrapped in a lab coat. Oh, you thought I was fixing your knee? No, sweetheart, I was fixing my bank account.
What you always say, it's always the people that always do the pointing, and it always comes back to them, all right? So when you said this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York, you guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case. Like the mafia one was number one. This one takes it over. So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange for the kickbacks.
And guess what? The plot thickens. While Dr. Hostin might be cashing in on questionable surgeries, Sonny's clinging to her View persona like it's a life raft. You'd think someone who spent years dissecting scandals would have a strategy. when the spotlight turns on her own home, but nope. Her response so far? A cocktail of radio silence and strategic avoidance. It's like she's hoping the courtroom chaos resolves itself while she perfects her shocked and appalled face for when the story finally blows up. But let's be honest, if Sunny thought this could be brushed off as a private family matter, she's seriously misreading the room. When your husband's name is dropped in one of New York's largest RICO cases, it's time to stop rehearsing your innocence and start facing the music. Because no amount of no comment or on-air poise is going to make this go away. Now take a step back and let the absurdity sink in. We've seen scandals, political, personal, you name it. But this one's different. Forget DC drama. We're talking health insurance fraud, fake surgeries, and a husband allegedly running a surgical crime ring like it's Grey's Anatomy, RICO edition. You can't make this stuff up.
Guys, this is why we need to seriously have a long, lengthy conversation about healthcare in the United States of America. This is basically it. So Sunny Hostin's husband was basically charged with insurance fraud. What he was doing was doing like fraudulent surgeries and then overcharging the insurance companies for him. This is what this is. So now, of course, he's now being named along with about 200 other individuals in a federal RICO charge case, guys.
And guess what? The plot thickens. While Dr. Hostin might be cashing in on questionable surgeries, Sunny's clinging to her view persona like it's a life raft. You'd think someone who spent years dissecting scandals would have a strategy when the spotlight turns on her own home, but nope. Her response so far? A cocktail of radio silence and strategic avoidance. It's like she's hoping the courtroom chaos resolves itself while she perfects her shocked and appalled face for when the story finally blows up. But let's be honest, if Sunny thought this could be brushed off as a private family matter, she's seriously misreading the room. When your husband's name is dropped in one of New York's largest RICO cases, it's time to stop rehearsing your innocence and start facing the music. Because no amount of no comment or on-air poise is going to make this go away. Now take a step back and let the absurdity sink in. We've seen scandals, political, personal, you name it. But this one's different. Forget DC drama. We're talking health insurance fraud, fake surgeries, and a husband allegedly running a surgical crime ring like it's Grey's Anatomy, RICO edition. You can't make this stuff up.
I've been waiting my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for The View host Sunny Hostin has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She got in. She run these women. Tell me why she got her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury? Roll it, Nick.
You know, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband.
Forget The Godfather, this is Grey's Anatomy, if the surgeons moonlighted as mob bosses. Sure, it's easy to cast insurance companies as villains. They're not exactly known for compassion. Oh, you need life-saving surgery? Here's a denial letter and a pat on the back. Good luck. But accuse them of shady business, and they'll unleash a legal team so ruthless they could sell sand in the Sahara. Yet somehow, in this twisted saga, the insurers are the victims of a doctor's greed. Let that sink in. For once, we're being asked to feel bad for the insurance companies. Now that's a plot twist. And of course, it wouldn't be a Sunny Hostin scandal without The View making a guest appearance. The irony is sharp enough to slice with a scalpel. Sunny, the fearless crusader for justice and hard-hitting questions, now finds herself dodging the same scrutiny she used to dish out like daily specials. Her husband? Just one of 180 defendants in a sweeping lawsuit that accuses them of draining insurance companies of millions. Money that maybe, just maybe, should have gone to real patients. Care instead of padding pockets.
After last week, we learned that Sunny's husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, was named in a lawsuit filed by American Transit Insurance Company. He's one of 200 people named in this lawsuit, and they are accusing him of filing fraudulent insurance claims and also getting kickbacks from them. And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history, and they're seeking $450 million. And Sunny and her husband, they are fighting back. They've hired legal eagle Mark Garagos to help them fight this case, and they're claiming that this is completely baseless.
But Sunny, she's playing the silent card, dodging questions, keeping her head down, doing her best impression of someone untouched by the chaos swirling around her. She's holding tight to the polished image of a woman too righteous, too refined to get involved in something this messy. You know that old saying, when it rains, it pours? Well, this isn't just rain. It's a monsoon of madness. While Sunny lounges in her designer chair on The View, sipping coffee and tossing out sharp political takes, her husband is allegedly draining insurance companies dry, one unnecessary surgery at a time. We're talking sky-high kickbacks and enough shady deals to make Tony Soprano sweat. But sure, let's all pretend this isn't a lawsuit waiting to explode. And here's the kicker. It's not just about Dr. Hostin. Oh no, that would be too simple. This lawsuit is a sprawling web of alleged corruption, implicating doctors, clinics, even entire hospitals. It's as if the mafia took a break from loan sharking and decided healthcare fraud was the next frontier. According to the plaintiffs' American Transit Insurance, they were fleeced out of millions paying for surgeries that either didn't happen, weren't necessary, or were simply a money grab. And now they want their cash back. But buckle up, because it gets even juicier.
Anna went in a different direction. But I love the fact that, Manny is younger and he's
How much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he? Like a month or a year or 10 years?
No,
5 years.
It's more than a year.
Oh.
Anyway, it's not about me. I think.
Oh, no.
I think that it's very helpful that he's handy, and when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them overhead. He throws the garbage out.
Right.
He does the heavy stuff.
According to reports, Dr. Hostin's attorney isn't holding back, calling the lawsuit a desperate Hail Mary from a financially sinking insurance company. Classic legal spin. When you're caught red-handed, step 1, flip the script. Oh, you're accusing my client of fraud? Maybe you're the real con artist. It's a defense as old as time, and watching it unfold never fails to entertain. Now, back to Sunny. The silence from her corner, deafening. And if you know her, that's not her style. This is the woman who lights up The View with fiery takes, grilling politicians, skewering scandals, throwing shade like it's an Olympic event. But now, not a peep. Nothing about her husband, the allegations, or the mounting legal drama. Is she playing the I'm not involved card? Or just hoping this mess fades quietly before it wrecks her brand? Either way, it's wishful thinking. Let's be real. This isn't some minor scandal. It's a full-blown soap opera. And instead of secret affairs or dramatic betrayals, the centerpiece is an alleged surgical crime ring worth hundreds of millions. You can practically hear the suspenseful music swelling as we sit back, popcorn in hand, waiting for the next bombshell.
I have a totally different perspective on this. I don't really know what happened with this. The facts will come out. What I have a problem with is the core of who this woman is. Unlike you, I don't watch The View, bro. All I do is see clips. I know you do.
It's like twice a day.
Here's all I hear from her. America's violent. America's racist. America's bad. Okay. I challenge you, Sonny, and this is Konstantin Kisin actually was saying something about this. Find me a country that's not racist.
Let's not kid ourselves. This isn't just a juicy tabloid headline. It's a billion-dollar disaster in the making. We're potentially looking at one of the biggest medical fraud cases in recent U.S. history. And no, it's not just Dr. Hen caught in this legal net. This is an entire ecosystem of alleged corruption. Doctors, hospitals, insurers, even unsuspecting patients caught in the crossfire. It's like a heist movie, only instead of robbing a bank, they bled health insurance dry, one inflated surgery at a time. So what's at the heart of it all? If the allegations stick, it's a harsh reminder of how broken our healthcare system really is. A world where cash flow trumps care, and a scalpel becomes a checkbook. Is this what healthcare justice looks like to Sunny Hostin? If so, someone cue the infomercial. We've got a bridge to sell you. But let's not pretend doctors are the only bad actors here. This scandal didn't pop out of nowhere. It's a reflection of a system so fundamentally flawed, it practically begs to be exploited. Insurance companies? Far from saints. They'll deny your treatment, hike your premiums, then cry foul when the tables turn. Meanwhile, doctors like Dr. Hostin are accused of milking the system for personal gain. It's a race to the bottom. And the real losers are the patients, just trying to get better in a system that's sick to its core. As for Sunny, she might want to start drafting a new opener for The View. Folks, healthcare's a mess, and so is my personal life. Because honestly, when your reputation's circling the drain, sometimes all you've got left is an audience pretending things are fine. Let's hope this court case wraps soon, because the suspense, it's giving us whiplash. Now, to be clear, Dr. Hostin hasn't been convicted of anything yet, but the allegations, they're no joke. And the longer this drags out, the more The View starts to look like the most stable thing in Sunny's life. Who would have guessed that among all of the show's controversies, the wildest twist would be a RICO case, insurance fraud, and a co-host wondering if bankruptcy or divorce is the better deal? So here we are, Sunny Hostin, career on fire, political platform locked in, TV spotlight bright. Now she finds herself in the middle of what may go down as one of the most bizarre scandals in modern TV history. And at this point, all she can do is sip her coffee, stay silent, and pray the courtroom drama doesn't cost her more than just her chair at the table. And as for Dr. Hen, buckle up. This legal roller coaster isn't slowing. It's hitting. Loop-de-loops, will he walk away with a clean record and a smug grin? Or are we about to witness a downfall so dramatic it feels like he's ghostwriting his memoir from a courtroom bench instead of an operating room? At this rate, one day he's dodging legal bullets, and the next, bam, a new headline drops. And everyone says, wait, what now? Each passing day peels back another layer of scandal. And let's be real, we're all crying from a mix of laughter and disbelief. You half expect him to walk into court in a leather jacket and shades, declaring, "This is just the beginning, baby." And maybe it is. With every leak, every witness, every wild defense strategy, the drama only builds. Did he really think this would stay hidden? That no one would notice a multi-million-dollar surgical scam? It's like watching a slow-motion car crash. Painful, chaotic, impossible to look away from. And Sunny? She's not exactly in the clear, either. Sure, she's still on the panel throwing political shade, but sooner or later, this mess will crash into her carefully built public image. The whole untouchable moral compass bit doesn't play so well when your spouse is allegedly the ringleader of a fraudulent medical empire. So will Dr. Hostin walk free with a steakhouse reservation and a fresh haircut? Or will this spiral into surprise witnesses, backroom hospital deals, and courtroom drama worthy of an Emmy? Spoiler alert. If you're expecting a feel-good legal triumph, brace yourself. This case isn't wrapping up with a bow. It's unraveling thread by thread. It's dramatic, it's chaotic, it's real life, which, let's face it, is always more absurd than fiction. Honestly, this isn't just a scandal, it's real life, the bold and the beautiful, only with more knee surgeries and fewer love triangles.